Hey guys, it's Rebecca here from the Lash Wholesaler, and thank you so much for joining me on my Facebook Live today. So I'm just like rolling up my sleeves already because I can't wait to get in. But basically, I wanted to start doing Facebook Lives each week because I really wanted to reach out and connect with you, my Lash community, and let you know what I'm up to on a weekly basis, because some of it might help you with what you're doing, or it might inspire you. And I find myself sometimes struggling because they say you are who you surround yourself by. And if you're not surrounded by people who are pushing forward in their lives and have momentum, then you can kind of get bogged down. So I'm always on a quest to search for things which are going to better my life. And I always think if you can't surround yourself with 5 people in real life who are going to push you forward and just nurture your soul and your brain, then you should look for them online. And I hope that maybe I could be one of those people for you. So I'm going to share with you what I'm doing this week in my business, the things that have inspired me and I find really important, and something that I want to share with you. So I hope it can inspire you too. What I'm doing in my personal life, which is working out well because of my lash business, and any other things that are going on. So let's dive into it. So in the UK, we've just had the announcement that we can probably open on the 12th of April. So that means I need to do a few things. Number one, I need to deep clean my salon because it is a mess. I don't know about you, but my space has just become a dumping ground, and it hasn't been super clean since December. I haven't had any cleaners come in. I've cancelled my cleaners because I just thought I'm not going to pay for it while this is going on. So this week I'm going to do a deep clean. I'm also going to paint the entrance and the kitchen and bathroom floor because it looks really manky, I think. And I've been here for 3 years, and I just want to upgrade the salon so the space looks really nice. And then also it's things that I can film, take videos of, and then I can put it on the Instagram as well, so it can be hey, we're getting the salon ready for you guys, and it can just be something that's going to make the space look so much better. And I kind of feel for the price of a bit of floor paint, it's worth a go. Also, speaking of Instagram, I've been on a bit of a following spree because I kind of set myself this goal in March that I wanted to try and increase my followers by 1,000. Now, this might be a little bit optimistic, but I'm kind of you know what, go for it. If you only reach half of that, that's still 500 followers. So what I've been doing is I've been following local businesses in the area who have a similar kind of clientele to what I think would want to visit my salon or would want to come here. So there's a waxing place just up the road, and they've got about 3,000 followers. So every day I've been following about 100 of their followers, and then what I'm hoping in turn is to get some follow backs, and then they can check out my business and see what I'm up to. And at the moment I'm averaging about 20 followers a day, so so far so good. And then I'm also doing my favourite, well, not my favourite thing to do, but I really love doing this, is all the new people that I followed, I then just go on my feed and I just leave really beautiful comments on their pictures. And it's just so fun to leave fun, playful, just really nice comments on people's photos, because honestly it just gives you a buzz because you feel really nice for doing it. It gives them a buzz because they were just oh, thanks for leaving this lovely comment. And in turn it creates what I believe, or what I call, is good Instagram karma. And then people are much more likely to like what you're doing, or comment on what you're doing, or follow or support your business. And now I only follow and comment on people that are local in my area. Otherwise, I think you're just wasting time. And I don't want to build up my Instagram page so it's just got people from all over the world looking at it. No offense, that's nice, but I want the Instagram algorithm to show my posts to the people in my area who are my target audience, or will be friends of my target audience. So yeah, check back in next week. I will let you know how the Instagram is going, and you can also see the results of my floor. Please, Jesus, I hope it comes out good. Now, I've also started stretching again. Now, I know this isn't like really rock and roll or glamorous, but I used to do Pilates like 3 times a week. I haven't done any exercise since we've been in lockdown since December. So I've gained some nice weight. Well, I shouldn't say nice weight, but I've gained some weight. And like, I'm super like achy, and I thought, right, it's time to start getting the body going. Start stretching again. Girls, if you haven't had a good stretch in a while, honestly, take 15 minutes and have a stretch. I swear to God, I had a stretch, I instantly felt happier, and I was nicer to the people around me. Like, I'm not normally a bitch, but at the moment I'm living with my in-laws, and I'm buying a house by myself without my partner, whose parents I'm kind of living with. So it's a real awkward situation. And it's quite like, I don't really enjoy living with his family, even though they're lovely people. Like, I struggle living there. So after I did these stretches, I was so happy. I was like, hey, to everyone. And normally I'm just like, hi, you know. So it really makes a difference. It makes you feel so much better. So girls, stretch. Right. Next one. Now, I watched 2 videos that like, just spoke to my soul this week, and I really hope they can speak to your soul too. Now, I posted it in my LW Society Facebook group. If you're not a member of that, like, come and join it, because that's where I am. That's where I love to share my business things, my lives. That's where you can talk to me on a one-to-one basis. So if you want to post a question and you want to answer that quickly, it's probably the best place to find me. I posted it there and no one watched it. So I'm like, okay guys, I'm going to post it again because you need to see it. So I'm going to just now cut to the clips that really spoke to me. Check it out.
I'm gonna go on a small rant for a second. Rant. I have this belief that most women, all the women I know, most of the women I have ever met, were raised from the time they were little that to be a good woman is to be good for other people. So if you're a good mom for your children, if you're a good wife for your husband, if you're a good sister, daughter, friend, then you're good. Mm. And the hard part about that is, number one, your value is fully wrapped up in someone else's perception of you. Wow. Right? Wow. The other thing is, I don't know ever that anyone is deciding that you're a good mom because you're taking care of yourself. No one's ever like, oh, Sarah, look at Sarah training for a marathon. She's such a good mom. You know, nobody ever says that. That's so true. And well, this is a massive, I don't know if men experience this, but this is a massive problem with women, is they are constantly comparing themselves to her life, to her Instagram feed, to her kids, to her marriage. They're comparing their real life to someone else's highlight reel. Sheesh. And so they are forever coming up lacking. They forever feel like they're not enough. And I get it, because the times that you tend to compare yourself are when you are most insecure about something. So you're like, well, I'm not sure how to do this. I'll look outside myself to find the answer. I always talk about when I was a new mom, that was when I was most insecure. And so I would look at Pinterest, I would look at magazines, I would try and see like, how do celebrity moms do it? And then I would just cry in a puddle on the ground because I like couldn't get it together. I'm like, oh, she's got 6-pack abs with a 2-month-old baby, and I'm still in the jeans that I was wearing, you know, at 9 months. So comparison is the death of joy. And not only does it kill your joy, it kills your motivation. It kills your energy or your desire to move forward. It makes you more insecure. And so I'm like, put your head down.
All about taking accountability of your life and you living your life on your own terms and you being in charge of your life. And it seems to me like she is just of the complete same vibe. Now, the great thing about watching inspiring people on YouTube or things like that is they can lead you. I love that watch next video. And sometimes I'm driving in my car and I put YouTube on. I'm not watching it. I'm just listening to it through the Bluetooth. And then it goes on to the next video. And it went on to this next video and it was so fascinating. I'm going to put a link to it, guys, so you can watch it if you want. And it was all about this lady who went from being a waitress to having $1 billion business. Her story is super inspiring. I would really recommend listening to it. But there were 2 points that I really wanted to talk to you about today, which she said, but it's something that I've always believed in, and it just came back up, and I thought I'm going to share this because I don't know whether this message might need to be shared with you right now, and I hope that if it is, you can just like take this and run with it in the best way. And it's, are you in the right job or are you playing it small? Now, are you doing your lash career fully, or are you playing it small? Are you like too scared to make that leap, to really go for it and put yourself out there? Are you playing it small by staying in that career that you're currently in, and you're not pushing for that freedom and for that next step of going all in your lash business? Or are you playing it small in your lash business, and are you staying in that studio when really you think I should have that bigger space on the high street, or I should be going into that local town? Like, girls, like, this rings like home so true, and I know it will ring home so true for you guys. So don't play it small in your life. You deserve better than that. Now this one, oh my God, like I could get emotional when I think about it, because I just know that I have done this in my life, and the moment that I stopped doing it, or the moment I realised that I'm doing it and I stop myself, is just the moment that my life can really progress to the next level, and I can just really truly be proud of being me and my authentic self. And it is, are you with the right person, or are you dimming your light because of fear? So I know that in my relationship, I have dimmed my light because of fear. Fear that I didn't want to upset the status quo. Fear that I didn't want to outshine him and like be more successful with him than him, which is something that I've found in my own relationship. And I've also stopped myself progressing because what I was doing was sort of outshining and outdoing my partner, and it held me back for years, and I finally stopped doing that. And that's why I'm buying a house by myself right now, or trying to, touch wood, it all goes through. And are you dimming your ambitions because they don't match with what your current partner's expectations may be? And it might not be your partner, it could be a family member, it could be your best friend, it could be your work colleagues. Are you dimming your light and afraid to say what is really important to you and what you really want because of fear of judgment, because of fear of failure? If that is the case, stop. Like, just stop, okay? And just listen to what you want to do, and listen to your heart, and listen to your strength and your conviction in yourself, okay? Because you can do this, all right? Just like, I want to say this to you because I know that I had this so much in my life, and I still battle it now. Like, you know, we're all human. But I don't want you to dim your light because of fear. I want you to shine so bright and so proudly. You are just like it's going to sound cheesy, but the most beautiful star that you were made to be. Okay? And guys, so with, on a personal level, with the house that I'm buying or trying to buy, so this week I've had the surveyor go around, so he's going to go and check that like, it's not about to fall down or anything, and I've officially applied for my mortgage. So cross your fingers with me, guys, that I get this, because then I'm going to have a proper home for me and my son. But anyway, guys, that's it from my Facebook Live this week. I will be back next week sharing with you the progress of everything going on in the salon and the business, and also sharing those self-improvement gems that I just love to nurture my soul with, and I hope it nurtures your soul too. So guys, if you're not already there, come join me in my Facebook group, subscribe on YouTube. I really want you to come on this journey with me and be a part of this Lash community, because I'm here